Yeah, so it's really to go through the whole process. Everybody in the league grades a little bit different, but the commonality probably is through buckets. The first bucket is win because of starters. These are guys you can say elite, high level, solid, whatever that is. That bucket is always every year, depending on the year, it's a smaller bucket. Below that is your winning starters. That bucket's a little bit bigger. And then underneath that is your good role players, depth players, etc. Right? So there's really three buckets. Whenever you're in the first round, you're trying to pick from that top bucket. The amount of players within there changes on a year-to-year basis. The positions in which you're chasing might not always line up. No different than we talked about Mike Penix last year, quarterback. Since we got here, we wanted to draft a quarterback. Well, if there's not one that you feel is in that bucket, then you're not going to take it. You're not going to reach from a lower bucket. I say all that to say this was a year that where we're at 15, as the draft was unfolding, we identified pressure players, which is something that we were going after, obviously, defensive side of the ball. There were a number of players there that we said to ourselves, if we were going into next year, you always need multiple pressure players. If we're going into next year, we were hoping that a Jalen Walker would be there next year. A James Pearce would be there next year to take another pressure player. Well, this year we're sitting there and we've got an opportunity, if it works, to take two players from that bucket. You know what I mean? And we felt, because we had a first, a second, a fourth, and 2 sevens to start with, we felt good about our next bucket of the third round, second round, you'd be picking from that area. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times you guys hear everyone talk about, from pick 27 to pick 55, the value is the same. You hear people talk about that on TV. Well, it always reaches different points throughout the draft. The same guy you take in the 5th round might be there in the 6th round, 7th round. It just depends on the draft. So this year we were very confident with our bucketing system. We felt like it aligned where the value of the player, where we were picking, it all kind of lined up for us. So we had a chance to get 2 of them. We used next year's one to take 2 of them this year is essentially what we did at the end of the day. Obviously, there's more to it. Flopped a 2, got a 3 back, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, we started with a first, a second, a fourth, and 2 sevens. We ended with a first, a third, a fourth, and a 7th. And how did we get that outcome? We picked James Pearce, next year's one, this year.